working on the floor. So, peeling everything up, the old stuff, everything, and gonna put in this new gray flooring. I thought I only had tie-down bolts for the coach, these guys right here. I thought I only had those up front. I forgot I had those in the back also. So my plan is Bondo, fill it up, and go back over it. Here's my Bondo I'm going to use. Hopefully grind that down, get it smooth. And actually from here you can see, here's the line from the linoleum. You can see the linoleum. Here, peel this up. I'm going to take all this off. I don't want that line anymore. When I did this flooring a year and a half ago, I didn't think it was going to show, but I learned my lesson. So let's get going. Alright, gonna mix up some Bondo, fill the gap. I just sanded top crud that was on there. Hopefully it'll stick. I haven't played with this stuff in a long time. Smell hasn't changed. Anybody that's worked with Bondo before knows what I'm talking about. It smells the same. Alright, so I got a lot of this flooring pulled up. Have to cut the vinyl, because the vinyl goes all the way under the walls. I put the vinyl down, put the walls on top. I have to cut that out, and then this stuff is so sticky now. I almost fell a couple times. That's probably a bad idea. Oh, that's down. And yeah, we've had some water damage. The shower was leaking. The drain, anyway, it was leaking. We replaced it, but there's been some water damage. At least this stuff is coming up. Oh, this is not sticky. Nice. Oh, that hurt. Ow. I left some fur on there. Oh, keep going. Alright, it's dry. It's been, what, about 30 minutes or so? So, now, let's sand it. Alright, so, I sanded these down where they're flat, smooth. Edges aren't so much feathered in, because it didn't stick so well on the edges, or the paper, I think, is getting gummed up from all this glue. Well, actually, I know it is getting all gummed up from all the glue. But at least the edges are pretty feathered in, so it's not just going to be these pucks to go under the floor. And I'm putting the whatever adhesive primer, the latex primer, before I put the floor down, so it should bond everything together, hopefully, keeping fingers crossed. But now I started scraping. Stuck to the floor still. Scrape some more here where I pulled up the linoleum, and then taking the belt sander and getting rid of whatever's left, these little things here, to get it as smooth as possible before I put the primer down. But seems to be going pretty well. Moving along. Alright, so this is where I'm at. I scraped everything off, sanded the floor, vacuumed everything, and try to get my starter line. Now, since I laid this out last time to get the floor to keep going, I want a line that will go all the way through, and much better. AC turned off. So I use that same line from last time. Use a Sharpie, get it as long as possible. I'm going to start just working on this side for now. Alright, I did primer the other side. Yeah, roll primer everywhere. it's going to dry clear. It goes on white. Oops. Pick out the rest of the boogers on the floor. This is it, just a thin layer, and this is what, 15-20 minutes. Let it dry till it's clear, and then we can start putting the floor on. Anything over 3 hours, you gotta reapply. Now, my only thing, I hope this is the right stuff. Somehow nobody knows. So, keep fingers crossed. Alright, so stuff is dry. My primer is dry. Still got a few little boogers I gotta get off. But I'm trying to do my layout to find out where I'm gonna do my spacing. You can't have all the seams be the same. So since this is my straight line that I did with the Sharpie, I'm putting these upside down. So it's still a little bit tacky. I don't want the paper to come off. But I'm going to go in the bathroom, and one piece will go all the way across in the bathroom, so I'm going to lay it out to have my cut with the bathroom wall. So I'm going to notch this out over here to fit around this little piece of wall. It's going to go, same thing here, notch this, go inside the bathroom. And then following one, I have to notch around here, go against the cabinet. I made sure against the cabinet back here, I don't have just a little bitty sliver. Those things happen sometimes, but if I can plan ahead, it's best. Alright, sorry, battery died. So, I started out, followed my line, went as far as I could. Now I need to stagger the seams. Try to do at least a third. Now, my next piece, you can keep going here. This one is going to go around the door jamb, so I'm going to cut. I'm going to have to notch this out. Keep going over here for now. Work over there. I have to work on both sides because everything's so tiny. Usually it would start on an outside wall and work inside the room, but for this, I'm doing it differently. Seems to be working. It worked last time anyway. Cut this out for the corner. I left the backing on it. Make sure it fits before you pull the backing. You drop it down and you go, uh-oh. And your piece is ruined. So make sure it fits. This one. Everything fits. This was my water damage piece. Probably going to do some quarter round around here, which you should do anyway. Put some quarter round or fill it in, but this piece fits. Alright, so I've made some progress. I got the doors in the back. I had to move them out of my way. But got all of this flooring done. Get my sticky feet out. Pulled up the linoleum. I still have the rest of the glue underneath, but there's barely anything. It comes off real easy. Should have done this before. Now, Bondo. I guess tie downs for, I think my propane tank is over here. So, filling that in, try to make it smooth. And this, same thing, is super sticky. So, I'll sand that, put primer, let it dry, and at least this is one nice big area. Should be easy to hopefully finish up in the next, I don't know, 3-4 hours, I'm guessing. Alright, so now I get my flooring installed everywhere. Wasn't too bad. It's been a few weeks. Now I have to finish up shoe molding. I've already done around the dinette, and as you can see I put blue tape around it before. Here, I didn't put it down here yet. So I put my blue tape down, so when I go to paint, I don't have to be so careful around the floor. I'll be able to just paint it and then take a razor blade and gently cut the blue tape off, and it leaves that perfect line on the floor. the wall. Well, you just have to be really careful and cut it in. But it's going to finish up everything. This had carpeting before. You can see right there, there's the leftover little carpet that goes under the bed. Of course the mattress is gone now, but I'll show you a video once it's all done, painted, caulked, filled, and all that stuff. But this is really finishing it up.